What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 101. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day, morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. What's going on, Marilyn? This is the first time we've had music with lyrics. I'm testing out a new playlist to see how I feel about it of music, and there's lyrics in this one. Yeah, you weren't here last week. That's okay. It happens. I don't know how I feel about this no lyric or with music with lyrics. I'm curious. We'll test it out. We'll see how it feels. We may like it, we might not. Today we are diving back into our Connecting the Alphabet series. We are on X today. We only have 3 more, including today, X, Y, and Z. So today is X. Exactly. Get warmed up real quick here. I've been doing a lot of painting the past week, so my writing hand is feeling rusty. Set direction. Yeah, this new music playlist has like 40 some hours of music on it of multiple genres, so it's a bit of a grab bag surprise. The people who make the music have more playlists of more specific ones, but I just grabbed the link to the playlist that has everything of theirs, so we'll see. Could be some intense music, could be some chill music, we will find out. What's going on, Skeet? Nice to see you. Alright, capital X. So connecting the capital X, is this going to be similar to the C? Should be relatively similar to the capital C, I imagine. Ready to dive in? Is that warm enough? Maybe ready. Alright, capital X, let's dive right in. Just with a few standalone X's. X to the capital A. Oh, I forgot to make tea today. I don't have any tea at all. Whoops. Weird. That's unlike me. To forget tea entirely? that one, but there's a lot of lines going through it. What else do we got here? Little shark fin wave connection into the A. It's a curious one. So with that possibility we can do, I like that gives us a parallel line on the inside. Keeping in mind that all of these could be other variations of the X as well. The connection would be the same. That's a little too far apart, that looks like an H. Ooh, happy birthday to you, Marilyn. That's exciting. I mean, uneventful's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, what else can we do here? Any other snazzy ideas? What if I did something like this? Hard to not miss that one. Hello, Sneha. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Zach. Zach. There is your clear foil, printed and ready with your design. I apologize for the delay on your blotter. I've had a crazy couple weeks here. I'm gonna get it done and out to you very, very shortly. Alright, that's a neat idea, but can we do any better than that? What if I did... Yeah, it's got some potential. That's a cute idea. Spaghetti Factory, yummy. I mean, that sounds like a chill birthday. What else? Can I think of anything else creative? Something like that could always work as well. Whoa! So many birthdays! Happy birthday, Zach! That's exciting. 25th birthday for Zach, 40th birthday for Marilyn. Anybody else in the chat having a birthday today? Or I guess Marilyn's was Friday, you said, right? Yeah, Friday. That's exciting. Get to the alphabet and then I'll write a happy birthday, Zach. Oh, fine. I'm gonna try one more XA if I can think of something clever. Can I think of something clever? That works in theory. Execution's a little off, but that could work. Move on to XB. XB. You know what we could do, I think. I was saying if I could get the beginning of the second stroke of the X to look like it continues the opposite direction for the B, but I don't know if that works. It would work. I just didn't do a very good execution of it there. Can we do the X backwards? I wonder. Ooh. That's weird connecting it that way, but that can totally work. I think my oval entry of the B has to be lower in order to do that, and then I have to not stop halfway through the B. Okay, if I do my X entry, let me do a lower. Lower stem for the B. Yeah. Whoa! If I can get that so they just touch, that would be pretty great. Nice. That's what we got. If we do the same idea, but still do the X first. Wait, what was I just gonna do? This might not work. Nope. My aim was very off. I want to see if I can make that work, though. Nah, doesn't work. I gotta tweak the idea so that this isn't cutting through. That's a bad angle for that cut through. Would it be cheating to do the entrance stroke of the X last and start with the B for spacing? No, not cheating at all. My only issue is aiming aiming a stem shade. Personally, I have trouble with that to get it perfect. But we could technically, yes. I wonder if you're talking about doing this one that way. So if I just do a standalone B. Go over like that, and then aim the entry stroke of the X. Possible. It makes me nervous aiming a stem stroke. But I mean, that one is the first X in a while that's been matched up perfectly, so yes, Zach, that was a good idea, I think. I wish this had a little more curve on it so I could put a dagger on it. It's in a weird spot for it. It's at a weird angle for the dagger. But I'll just leave it. Yeah, that totally works. Oh, you could totally do... This is not today's exercise, but now I'm wondering... Whoa, check out this. This may or may not work, but it might be neat. Oh, it won't be shaded, so the shade would have to be tipped in, the idea that I have in my head here. I wanted to see if I could do a C, but then I realized the shade's on the wrong side of the thing. Never mind. I was gonna say it would be a cool sort of monogram ligature thing for a CB. But, alright, back to X. X. We could also do, just going back to the way we did that last XB, we could potentially do a B like so. Whoops. Oh, that was supposed to go not shaded. What up, Peter? Welcome.
Got people checking on me, asking me if I'm okay. Appreciate it, but my answer is always the same. Tired of myself, I wish I could get out my brain. All these thoughts and these feelings are driving me insane. Wish I could do this, wish I could do that. Wish I could just wake up and focus without dealing with all the stress of existence. Feelings of enjoyment and excitement feel distant. I know I'm not alone, I just want someone to listen to the things I have to say, to the shit I have to deal with every night and through the day. But it doesn't have
Something like that could work as well. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. That's exactly what we did the first time. Or over here. Wait. Wake up, Mike. This is what I want to do.
No matter how much I deny it, I know people care. Every day I try to fight it, try to hide it, try to keep it to myself so I don't pull others inside it. It's not like I remember, but the solution's really not it, cause I still feel like I'm always the problem with or without it.
To space out where those go. But if you could get that spacing, then ideally you could do it like that. You get that B to come around nicely and wrap. Possible. Oh! The spinning top. I need to spin it. Oh, bad spin. Here we go. Spin. There we go. I forgot. 920. The spinning top begins spinning. Alright, let's go to XC. Something like that works. Yeah, the music is... It's a playlist. It's a new playlist that I'm just experimenting with. It's a playlist with like 40 hours of music on it. A bunch of different genres. I never really re-listened to it, or I never pre-listened to it to test it. I just saw a link for this giant playlist that Twitch and YouTube streamers use for behind their gaming and stuff, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And instead of listening and checking, I just kind of said, we'll see what we listen to today. It's very random. Not as chill as normal. If you guys dislike it, let me know and I can put on a chill channel. Because it is very different than our normal vibe. That's the same connection, just a different variation of C. Yeah, this song is intense. Okay, how else can I get into the... I mean, we could do the same kind of idea that we did with the X, with the XB. Having that letter go first, and then we can chuck in the X, like so. I'm not great at making that stroke second, because I hit them, but it's because I'm slowing down, so I'm getting, you can see my, my speed gear changes there, which I'm not a huge fan of. Not a dubstep fan, Marilyn? I mean, does that work? Does that look like an X? Maybe it was a little taller. If the music also, because it's a different sort of vibe, it needs to be quieter, please let me know, and I can change it if we need to. Kind of works. This was shorter. Ideally, this would go right there, and it would be better. It does kind of sound like blacklight music. That's very true. It's more like our high energy vibes after midnight. XC. Okay, I don't want to do that same one again. How else? I guess I could take that entry oval super big on the C. I'll get something like this. So that goes way over there. I could even make that go up there, I guess. Can I? Let's find out. Yeah, we can do the fin. Like the little penguin or shark fin letters that we were doing before, for sure. Like that. I mean, that's a poorly executed C. That works. Alright, let's go XD. XD. A lot going on down there. I think this one has to go bigger, like that last C that I just made. Whoa. Let me try that again. The dreaded D, indeed. Ooh, wobbly, wobbly, wobbly lines. Too far apart, but that idea works. Get them a little closer together, maybe. That could have an entry. Okay. This is very different. Music. Ooh. Kinda works. Totally. "30 inks in 30 days. Oh, are you doing the... Wait, Marilyn, I'm assuming, are you gonna join in with the, what is it, that Christmas thing? The calendar? What is that called? An advent calendar. Are you gonna do an Inkvent calendar? Or are you gonna get an Inkvent calendar to do? Who is it, Diamine, that have one that's coming out? "30 inks, 30 days. That's a lot of ink. Okay, if we do that, trying to make it seem like this line and this line go together, or this one line turns into two, but I don't know if I'm a fan. It's an easy place to hide that transition, though. Nice. What else can we do here? Something like that. That's probably the prettiest XD we've done so far. Some kind of idea like that works. Alright, let's go to XE. XE. Yeah, that definitely happens, Peter, unfortunately. Well, hopefully we can get you drifting back. A wooden ink stirrer. What are you, like a stir stick? A chopstick? What do you want, like a fancy carved wooden ink stirrer? Oh! I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Wow. That took me a second. So, you can imagine what I was picturing, Skeet, when you asked for a wooden ink stirrer. And I was literally imagining, like, a chopstick or like to stir ink. I was like, what do you mean? Just get a wooden, like, do you want somebody to carve a fancy one that you can stir with? Wow. I don't feel very smart. Now, I know what you are talking about. You mean this little guy. Oh, can I get it in screen? Oh no, the cable's not long enough. Or it's long enough, but it's tangled under my desk. Yes, you mean my little wooden puck. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. Where can you get one? Pretty sure that nobody makes them or sells them. I mean, people make them. I don't know that people sell them. I made my own. If you want to make one, mine is made out of a miniature fan, just like a little computer fan, like a laptop fan, with 2 magnets glued to it, and that's it. And then it's put in what the fancy bit is that I took the piece of walnut and carved it out so that the fan would fit. But that's all it is. And then I have the cable that's how I turn the power on and off and change the speed. The cable is the one thing I would tell more people to make them, but the cable, I haven't found a source for this cable. I happened to get it from another product that had a variable speed motor, and it worked to plug into my fan with the port that I bought to solder into the fan works with that cable. So this cable can power my fan. I didn't get this cable specifically for the fan. I am currently seeking for the company that made this, or if I can find a company that can make the same one, but just without having to buy the other product. It's just like an engraver, just a cheap engraver. And then if I can do that, then I could put together like kits. I can't speak to how, like, the longevity of this fan and this system, but I mean, I've used it quite often and it works great. But it's technically, there's lots of YouTube videos on not making wood ones, but making the internals. Just getting a fan, putting a magnet on it, and then getting the little magnetic pills that go inside the jar or the bottle. A lot of people make their own. They're super cheap, they're super easy. Like the first one that I had, the power was on the actual device, so there was a little circuit board inside that had the speed controller on it. This one does not. It's in the cable, which I prefer. But hello, Abjeet, welcome. All right, XD. We did a lot of XDs. We're going on to XE, right? I did say that. That is very swirly on that side compared to the right side, but it works. This can go straight from here straight into there. I don't need to add that extra loop. I added an extra loop so I had a second to think where I was going. Missed my connection. If that works. We can obviously do just a little loop. Like that would work. Hello, Oja Sweeney. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Ooh, prepping for a wedding. That's fun. I haven't been to a wedding in ages. Yes, you can also purchase an ink stirrer. There's plenty on Amazon or AliExpress, or lots of places sell ink stirrers. They are very common things in the science world. Yeah. My big thing was I just wanted a smaller one, because I don't need a big beaker or something, and all the ones that I was seeing online were small, and I wasn't a fan of the ones that were specifically like the soap holder. Nothing against it really, I don't like how high it sits off the table. I use big jars, and the possibility of it getting tipped over is high. So I wanted something as low profile as possible. I also like the idea, what I was thinking of building into my desk, or into a desk eventually, the way I carved this out of wood, and like, you know, you can get desks that do like wireless charging for phones. There's no reason why you couldn't have the magnet, if you had strong enough magnets and it was glued under a desk or under a table, and then there's just a specific spot on your desk that you set your jar, and then it will stir. How cool would that be? That's my like ultimate, eventually. It's not as practical because my jars tend to move around, but how cool would it be to just have a table that you're just like, well, that's where my ink goes. Just like how the desks in school had the holes in them, for ink jars to sit. We just have like a little spot where when you put the ink jar in there, and there's a little switch on the side of the desk, and then it works. You've seen my ink stirrer, right, Marilyn? It's much smaller than any one that I've seen on the internet. As far as profile-wise. I love it, because the ink jar is technically only like less than half an inch off of my desk. I like that. And you could put mine in, you could build one like with a fan and magnets. It doesn't have to be a wood case. You can get a plastic like circuit board case, or you could put it in, you can make a cardboard case for it if you want. Weddings aren't boring, Peter. Weddings are fun. I like weddings. But yeah, I haven't been to a wedding in a very long time. What can we do here? These are just different variations of ease. I'm not really changing my connection. Hey Dan, welcome. You read that the engrosser script position of the hand is a slightly turned over OP grip. I'm struggling to actually... So, engross, like if we're doing like a traditional ornamental penmanship grip would be something like this, knuckles up. Traditionally, engrosser script would just be what we now consider what I call a modern grip, which is just on the side of the hand. So the hand can rest, because the fingers do a lot more of the work. So there's ornamental penmanship and engrosser script. I mean, that's how I do the two grips. And there's different variances of how tipped over or how up, but engrosser script was much more tipped to the right than ornamental penmanship was. Yes, over weddings, that's a good point. Nope, don't like this already. Nope. Two to 5 days? Wow. That will be fun. See, I say if you're at a boring wedding, it's up to you to make it not boring. Somehow. Okay, one more XE and then we'll move on to our next letter. I don't know what else I can do. I'm trying to think of something clever. I mean, that kind of works, I guess. It's weird. If it's family, I'm assuming. It'll be, you're in for the whole thing. Dan, were you imagining, like, that you had to go up this way? Or, like, turned over this way? Yeah, no, Engrosso script isn't written with the knuckles up. Because it's written slower and more controlled. It can be written with the knuckles up. It would be a lot harder. It does look like a heart, that last one. You could probably get a flourish in this one. You could probably take the X over this way or something, so you have like a stylized heart going there. Or you could even start the E somewhere, some way. Yeah, you could do something to get something in here so that you have a heart, or even make it look like the whole thing, and then this could bring the E down here. So you have a line there, and then bring this over. You could definitely make it more hearty. There you go, everybody. The start of a nice XE heart monogram. If only XE stood for hugs and kisses instead of XO. All right. B, C, D, E, F, X, F. X, F. Ooh, two two-stroke letters. Well, the way I'm doing the X today anyways. Okay. So already we know that we can cross. We can do something like this. And what do I want to do here? Something like that. If you could hit the connection, if you could hit that point. Nice, that's a clean XF. Uh-oh, sneeze coming. There it is. Can't sneak up on me. Okay, what else we got here? XF. I mean, the cross could technically, they could both be standalone letters. Technically. Whoops. Whoa, that didn't turn out so nice, but you get the idea. The X could just be what gives the F the crossbar, and then both of the rest of the letters can just kind of be standalone. Thank you very much, Marilyn. Oh. Nope. I feel like there's something here, though. There's an idea in my brain. If I can execute it. Ah, I missed. Sort of a simplified version of that one that could look really cool, I think. I can't hit it, but you understand what I'm going for. We'll pretend that I closed that. Feel like that would look really cool. This just has to be shorter. Yeah, one more. I'll try one more time. And then if it doesn't work, we'll move on to another idea. And we'll just assume this one would work. Add an extra little line in there. Oh yeah, that's the idea. That would look pretty. Obviously, this could come a little lower. There's tweaks that could be made, so we have some parallel lines a little bit more, but that could work. Could work. I lost track of what I was planning on doing. Nope. Alright, let's go to G. XG. You're never going to be using these connections. Oh, I guess it could be somebody who has a last name with an X and their first name could be George. So these are possible. Rare in words, but names, we could get an XG, I guess. Xavier Gordon. Maybe. XG. So the first one that comes to mind, doing the G first. Doing something like that. But they do feel a little far apart. That's true, Peter. Good point. Nobody's in, well, like, not even the family? Like the parents? Nobody's at the whole thing, aside from the bride and groom? Or those getting married? Okay, how can I do this and get them a little closer together? What if? We just did a standalone G, but then off of this line... Nah, that doesn't look good. Nope. Too tricky. Yeah, something like that works. Got this nice little triple loop going on in the center. Oh, if we extend this, it could be... Oh, that could look cool. mess that up. I feel like I would want to invite the drunk crazy uncle all the days. Just to keep things exciting. You gotta shake it up a little bit. Keep the serious relatives on their toes. That would be great if I didn't have that little speed change right there. That can work. Decent connection. Being able to do that last stroke up instead of down of the X is a game changer. Kinda weird. What up, OZ fam? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly, OZ fam. Like, everybody's gotta have a cousin Eddie. I actually like that a lot more than I thought I would. This connection up here. With this sharp point on the left side. I enjoy it. You think you'd lose weddings? How do you lose weddings? Alright, let's go to XH. I mean, that's boring. It's a simple connection, but it's not very exciting. Oh. You got you. Yeah, this music is pretty high energy today. It does feel like we're after midnight music-wise already. Simple connection. I mean, I'm pretty sure when people in my family think of weddings, I'm not Cousin Eddie, but like I'm the person if I go to, for not like, if it's one of my dance friends, like I have a lot of dance friends, if I'm at one of their weddings, then we're all the same. But if I'm at like a family wedding, or like a close high school friend wedding or something like that, I'm definitely the one who's starting the dance-off battle between the groomsmen and the bridesmaids and things like that. Like that's my role. It's not Crazy Eddie, it's not Uncle Eddie so much as just the crazy high energy Mike, basically. I am the guy with the energy at a wedding, or at least I think I'm supposed to be that. But maybe that's why I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. Maybe I am Cousin Eddie and nobody wants Cousin Eddie at their wedding. Harsh realization. Deep moment. Uh-oh. That's kind of weird, but it gets the job done. I've seen photos from friends' Indian weddings. I've never been to one. I have friends I have an Indian friend who got married, and I heard the stories and all that. I'm aware of how his wedding happened. See, OZ fan, that's how I feel. That it's the person who gets the party started. Wow, I wish this H was a better variation of an H, because I do like that connection. We'll try that with a different H. See if I like it as much. No. That's my fault, though. I did that one poorly. That could work. Those were touching it would be better. I feel like also this could go potentially around the whole H. Maybe. I got any other H's? Any other ideas? Curious. Not sure I like that, but it's interesting. 500 people. Ooh. Yeah, going back to your old work, once you start doing calligraphy and start writing, it's a whole different world back then. Yeah, wow, 500 people. That's a lot. I wish I made tea. Do I have water? I'm almost out of water, too. Uh-oh. Might have to run to the kitchen. Might have to make tea during the stream, which I don't usually do. Okay, here we go. Let's do XI. Uh-oh. Backwards letter. I don't remember how to connect into eyes now all of a sudden. Cool. What is going on? That was a drunk attempt. I'm not drunk, but that felt like a drunk attempt. Something like that. My exit oval is gonna be right in the way. The oval from the eye if I put it where I want to, so I gotta go bigger, and I don't an exit oval that big. What to do about that? Yeah, too hard to get that parallel the whole way around. 1,000 invites. Holy moly. What up, Olivia? No, Annie. Sorry. What up, Annie? Yeah, just when he's talking about Indian weddings currently. 1,000. That's so many. How many came? Oh, I didn't read the second half of your message. At least 920 people. Holy moly. I don't think I know 920 people. Okay, this is gonna be how we're gonna do this one. The second stroke going up there, because that works. What up, Lori? I'll go to India. Go to Ojaswini, get married so Lori can go to your wedding. Yeah. Whoops. Shoot. I mean, something like that works. I feel like that's boring, but it does work. I agree, Peter. I definitely agree. Okay, I is stressing me out today. I mean, something like that could work, I guess. It'd be nicer if this wasn't quite so far, a little more parallel when it got to this point, but weird. It's a strange connection. All right, let's go XJ. Late, exactly. We'll have matching shirts that we won't wear to the wedding because we don't want people to know, but then partway through it'll be like a flash mob. I is my least favorite alphabet. It's a tricky one. I stresses me out, or stressed me out for a long time. Not as much as it used to. Alright, let's go XJ. Ooh, high energy music today. Too simple. Nope. I gotta get going in the direction change is weird. Something like that works. This needs to hook over or go over top. One or the other. Alright, Otis Winnie. Have a good one. Alright, Peter. Oh, wait, was it Peter that said goodbye? Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat tonight. Have a good night, Peter. Don't let life get in the way. Keep writing. Find time. There's always time. But it's needlessly busy. Okay. Think of something clever. That oval is wonky. But if it was more like that, it would give us a better shape, and if that was closer to there, the idea would have worked. Today's your anniversary? Welcome to the Calligraphy World anniversary, Annie. That's exciting. Only 2 years? Holy moly. That makes me feel like I've been doing this forever. It's a simple variation, very close together. I think I like that. I'm gonna try one more time without that extra line. And it'll be the last XJ. Not the cleanest execution, but that works. I like that XJ. I don't remember when I got in the scene officially. I don't take good notes, so I'm not really sure. It kind of was a slow build from the world of pens. Alright. Let's go XK. So, makes sense. Could also make that bigger. This should have stopped right there. Okay, now can we get creative? This. Yeah, there's potential there. I think I have to do the stem of the X first, just because I make it so poorly when I try to match it up, because I let myself slow down and try to control it, and I should not. Eh? December 2018. Very nice. I started unofficially, slowly, sometime around like 2011-ish. But not seriously. I don't remember when I got serious. Just a very slow build. We already did this one, so that doesn't work. um,
I don't know what to say, but every day feels like the same to me. Recently feel like the same days on repeat. Don't know how it became. I've gotta say though that this ain't
that
for
works.
me. Desperately,
Alright, XL. Extra large.
I don't care what in the form of, but I need it quick, yeah, I need it strong. Something to take the edge off how I feel, 'cause I feel like I'm wasting all my time. I'm stuck in a daydream, and I'm this way.
We can do better than that.
Won't change me. I run till my feet hurt, but keep going deeper. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream, daydream. If I had my own way, I'd break away from all uncertainty.
Makes them a little far apart. That brings us, I really like that. That was a smooth transition though. But I feel like we can do a connection that looks a little more artistic than that. I think.
Feel the old me just fading away into the background and no one can see. I'm a prisoner inside my own brain, but I feel free. Why? I don't care what in the form of, but I need it quick, yeah, I need it strong. Something to take the edge
That's the same thing. Shoot.
feel like I'm wasting all my time.
What is-
Stuck in a daydream, and I'm this way. Ever since I was 18, won't change me. I run till my feet hurt, but keep going deeper. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream,
That works. Bringing that farther out so it's not on this side of the L, but on the right side.
it ain't right, it's just something that we do to pass the time inside my mind. Recently I feel like a goldfish the more that I smoke this. Oh shit, I think people are starting to notice. I'm not myself no more.
Okay. What else can we do? I mean, we can do the penguin connection works, or the shark fin. That works. May 2017. Very nice. I can bring this around and thread through that little bit and then put this exit stroke right there. That can work. New paper. Need to leave this one here so I can see it. I don't forget what I was trying to do. Okay. Is that what I was trying to do? I think so. And the X goes on that side. Okay, let's try that, doing the X. We do the X stroke there. Ah, this has to be way closer. Like right here. Okay. I'm confident we can figure this one out. Oh, wait. When I was making the L, I forgot that this is supposed to go and be the one that touches the H. Or the X. Okay. Again. Lamy Safari Petrol. My first fountain pen was a knockoff Duke, I think was the brand, off of eBay. That I didn't like, never used it, like at all. And then the first pen that I used a ton was a Parker Vector, a $3 fountain pen. And I loved it, I still have it somewhere. It eventually had a custom ground nib that I ground on it myself. It was a little bit of a stub nib that I did all of my note-taking and all of my writing in. I loved that pen. Okay, so those are it's very tight spaced in there, but that works. That's totally an X and an L. I kind of wish I didn't have this loop in the front here. I wish this just started either here or even just here. But that works. I'll try that one more time without that entry stroke, and then we'll move on to XM. Like the radio. No, see, I like having the... Okay, so this needs maybe to have that in it. And then I would like it. Sweet. Where did I learn about flex? I think on the Fountain Pen Network. When I discovered that flex writing was a thing. And I think my first flex pen was, well, before the Ahab existed, was Noodler's first flex fountain pen. It's a long time ago. Okay. XM. I don't know that I'd say king. But Suzanne is a very good teacher and very kind. We can do a clubhouse again. I'm down for that. Just gotta schedule something. I'm not a celebrity though. I'm just Mike. It's an app, like a podcast or like a radio, audio Zoom call type of app. It's not video though, yeah, it's just audio. I think, if I remember. Yeah, just audio. I only have used it once when I did the thing with Annie. I mean, that's... If you want to do something like the Zoom hangout, there's the study room on my Discord is always open. It's essentially like a Zoom call. Oh, this is like, I feel like I'm playing a 80s video game. Yeah, I feel like I'm about to get to the next level in Mega Man. Okay, we're basically gonna skip N because, as always, it's the same as the M. Yeah. We can do all the same connections, and I don't have any clever ideas for M. Just the same standard basic ones. So let's go to, oh, EXO. Oops, first nib snap of the day. Something like that works. Alright, Ozzy fam, have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Sweet dreams to you. Oh, we could do this for sure. Oh, my nib cut. Let me do that again. I can do that better. Gotta make the O a little bit shorter. They didn't touch. Darn it. Touch. That's the idea. Now, if all the lines were just parallel, that would be that would be great. EXO. Alright. I like those two ideas. Anything else for O? Oh, XO can be... What letter was it we did earlier that was like a heart? XO could be a heart as well. If we did something like this. Messed up a little bit, but ideally we could get this going here and this going there to make the heart shape. In theory. Especially if we did something like that. Oh, whoops. Oh, we could totally do that. Or a butterfly, yeah. There's lots of letters that we're realizing during this series that can look like butterflies. Yeah, kind of a heart. Ish. Too much going on there. There's a heart in there somewhere. I just don't know. I'm trying to make a... It's gotta be super simple, I think. But I still have to cross the... Have to be that, and then it would work. Let's try again. Come on. I want to make a good one. Yeah. Check my Instagram. I'm trying to focus. Focusing on this letter. Now that could work. And I gotta make the X backwards. I wanna get this heart. Now I'm stuck on this heart. That's sort of, it's kind of there. I don't know that I like the angle of the two figure eights that you have on the X that you sent. They're at a different angle. But if I did... I mean, we could also do similar to how we do the... It wouldn't be really ornamental penmanship, but we could do... And then do the X crossing. Something like that. I'd have to get that to go and cross there. And go out and around. Something like that could potentially work. Yeah, have to get that spacing right, or to get the look of that X right, but that creates the same look as if we just do this stroke and then do this stroke, though. So I don't know if there's a point of trying to do the X that way when it's very similar to that we already did. Not sure. Let's go to XP for experience points. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, that would be super simple. Like so. Or we could do... something like that, potentially. Yeah, we can do like we did the F. Like so. P would be better if it was a little bit closer and that shape was right. But that can work. Nope, that's a little too... Actually, well, can I make that work? It's a weird one. I don't want to have that into that different variation of the X, but we gotta watch out when you can't come out of your X at that angle. You gotta come out into a horizontal oval. I'm gonna try to get this one figured out a little more. Wait, shoot, lost my train of thought. Come on, Mike. No, that has to go below, or the P could look like a B. Okay, got it, got it, got it. No, I wanted to keep going. Come on. Falling apart. Nope. Don't like it as much. There's a design thing in there. I just can't write it. There's also, we can go into any variation of the P that has a capital stem, easy enough. Like so. Alright, let's go to XQ. Two letters that are probably never going to be written beside each other, but we'll do it anyways. Something like so could work. Ugly exit of that Q, unfortunately, but that's my fault. Or we could bring that closer. Do something like this. That, just get the Q going right out of there. If we want to use the GQ, which most people don't want me to use usually, we can do X, Q. A 2Q like so.
You know the way you make me feel. I don't see what's the deal. You said you wouldn't leave. I said this isn't me.
Weird swervy entry, but it works. Hello, Olivia. Good evening, or good day. Good morning, good afternoon. Wait, what time? I forget what time it is for you, Olivia. Can't keep track of everybody's time zones in my head, unfortunately. Oh, if we do the OQ, it is like this. We could do something like that, so long as if the Q would touch, that would have been good. Oh, 1:40. Afternoon. Very nice. Whoa! I mean, that still works. I made the X out of the O shade instead of out of the... This was supposed to be the line that I was meeting up with. But I mean, that works. It's weird. But it works. That was a complete accident. I was kind of zoned out there for a sec. Hilarious.
All this time keeps passing by without you here in my arms, and I can't seem to understand why you left me behind.
Something like that. It does look cool. I don't know if people would recognize it as the X. They'd see the Q. Maybe they would. I like that more than I like that, but also this is better execution. But it's a neat idea. Totally accidental. I didn't have that idea in my head. But now I know that it works, so maybe I'll use it again in the future. Alright, so there we did 3 different variations of Q. Let's do XR. XR. Shark R, a char. Or a penguin. Or a dolphin. Or we have I can just do that same idea, but just standard. If I explain the connection to explain the combination to a client, but they don't accept it, I mean, that happens a lot. I've done a lot of letter and just signature connections and designs in the past that the clients just can't read or don't like my idea, or it's a variation that they don't really like, so it's up to them when they're making the calls. But I usually ask them up front if I know it's a letter that is, like, if somebody asks for a Q, I'll kind of give them the options for Q and ask which is their favorite. Same thing when people want, like, and symbols, ampersands and things like that. Because I prefer the ampersand that is like that. But most people read that as a V, so they don't like it to be in designs. Yeah. That's one issue. I do my addresses very simple. I usually do a pretty crazy name, and then I do the address a lot simpler, so it's legible. Because the name doesn't have to be as legible so long as the address is understandable. Or you can do the whole thing fancy, and then just write it again in block text. Basically the same thing. That's not very exciting. It happens. Postal Service can't read things. Or you can do what like Chin does, where she puts her envelopes in plastic and then puts a sticker with the printed address on top. So then her stuff always gets to where it's going safe. It's a lot of extra work, but what if we do this? Simple. What am I trying to do here? And what if I do that? So the X goes into the R. That works. I mean, I guess all of these, the X goes into the R, but the X goes into the second stroke of the R. Oh, my back is sore today. I've spent way too much time on Zoom and on my computer today. I had a Zoom class this morning. I taught the third session of unlocking the oval this morning. And then I had a meeting on Zoom. And then I played video games, which I probably shouldn't have done for a little while. And now I'm on here. It's just a lot of Zoom today. A lot of computers and cameras today. Okay, let's move on. Well, we didn't do very many R's, but I think we got some good ones. I'm gonna try one more, I guess. Bleh. That idea works. Not the best execution, but that's okay. Let's go to S. XS. Extra small. What's XR stand for? Extra regular. Can something be extra regular? Not really regular. XS. Shark fin S. Have I done the S with that entry before? It looks interesting. It's weird. That almost looks like this X. That almost looks like that line goes into that one. By accident. I guess we could do it that way, but that would be weird. Oh, the S we could definitely do. Oh, we gotta be very mindful if that's gonna be there. It's gonna be going right where our entry stroke of the S is going. Which is slightly problematic. How do we avoid that? Make the S closer. So that goes in there. Well, is that still possible? That may not work. Works, I guess, if it's there. The S doesn't look quite as good when it has to be shaped that way. But maybe we just can't do that style. Try that one more time. Whoa! It has to go up there. That would work. I had a... Still makes the bottom of the S look weird, because it wants to go... This wants to go over here. Think. That's not gonna work. So we have to connect somewhere else. If we could keep all those lines parallel, that would work. But I cannot keep them parallel. Made a teacup of coffee and a regular coffee cup of sleepy tea. fun. Okay, what do we got here? I don't know what else I can do. Other than using a totally different variation of S, but I want to use this variation. Oh, what if we make the ending of the X short? And we do... Yeah. Does that work? Yeah, we have a bad connection right there. So you have coffee seasoned sleepy time tea. Kind of counterproductive. That's probably the closest I can get, is if I did something like that and made the X just smaller. Not a huge fan of that, but the proportions could be tweaked to make it look better than that. It's a decent connection. I'm leaning towards the penguin I like the most in this instance. Alright, let's do QT. Cutie! That stands for somebody who you think is cute. QT. Not QT, XT. Wake up, Mike. XT. XT. Simple XT there, this one. It's been a long couple of days. I was up painting the other day. I woke up and I painted, and I worked all day, and all night. And I went to bed at 7:30 the next morning for 3 hours, and then got up and kept working. I was on an extreme deadline, and it was very last minute. I got it done, but I'm a little probably sleep deprived at the moment. Alright, X. T. Easy peasy. Just like the F. All the connections can pretty much be the exact same as what we did on the F. We could also do something like that, which we didn't do for the F. That could easily also be turned, or for the T, that could easily be turned into an F as well, which I quite like. I don't think we did that for the F. Sleepy time garbage tea. Alright, what else do we got for T? I think I'm just going to try one more because they're all pretty much the same as the Fs we did. See if I can think of anything unique. But nothing is coming to mind. Something like that works, but I feel like it needs the line here to differentiate the X and the T. Meh. Let's go to U. T's boring, it's the same as F. XU. XU. How rude. Okay, XU. Oh, that's a V. Whoops. XU. Try again. Make them touch. XU could go that way. I like that. Bass lines are slightly different, but that looks good. I like that idea. Did I do something like that for the A? Because if I didn't, I should have. What else can we do here? This is intense. This is definitely after midnight music. That's the same thing we already did. Yeah, we already did that. I do not like that. It works. If somebody wanted a really, really simple one, I could do that, but I am not a fan. Anything else? Anything else? Drawing a blank. That's just a more complicated version of what we already did. Let's move on because those both work. Alright, V. V is going to be very similar. Except we'll be going around the opposite direction, I guess. Like so. That worked way better than I kind of thought it was gonna. XV, that works. Jeez, this music is intense. It needs to go to the next song or chill out a little bit. Yep. Different vibe today. I'll go through the playlist and try to find some music that's a little more chill for next week, I think. Or through this group's different playlists, because I know they have some lo-fi ones and they have some more chill ones. Okay. What else can we do with the V that we didn't already do with the X? We already did that. I feel like if we do that, this has to come down a lot lower below the baseline. putting it in the middle instead of so far towards the bottom. V is the same as you. I want to think of something unique though. We can go all the way into the stem from the V, I guess. Ooh, wait, let me try that again, because that can work. Something like that could work. All right, let's go to Y. We at Y already? Moving fast through these last letters. Can I think of other V's before we move on? Oh, wait, W, not Y. W. I was in that with that stem. U, V, and Y all together. No, we're on W. Okay, X, W. Wake up, Mike. XW. Like so. Do that, not rounded. Put a dagger on this one if we wanted to. I quite like that actually. That downstroke, that's exactly what I want it to look like always. Slightly rounded. I love that. Makes me very happy. Okay, XW. Do that on the same slant line, it'd be great. Oh, if they were closer together, this could go make the second portion of the X. Okay, we can bring those closer together. I mean, that works. But if we want to make it even more, can we do that? Too close together. Bad lines on that. Keep overcrossing. That idea is sound, I think, though. I think the idea works. My execution just isn't on point. Something like that. We have that as a parallel line if we want. It'd be nice if this hairline was a little bit longer and started down there though. Or even over down there, potentially. Those work. Any other ideas? I feel like we have there's 3 pretty good ones in there. Good ideas. So let's move on to X. XX. XX. Whoops. Very heavy doing it like that. Don't usually do that variation of the X. X kind of goes into itself relatively, well, a bunch of different ways. This is very similar to the H. We just have to make them both touch. Small on that side. Do something like that. This was higher. I would really like that. Or even lower. No, it can't be lower because that's in the way. Yeah, if it was higher, I would like that. Let's try that again. Something like that. Whoa, this makes that one almost look like these ones. Touching the end of the stem, that's unintentional. A little messy though. That's an interesting one. This X connects to the entrance of the first X instead of the exit. Even this exit doesn't have to be there at all. It's just there for aesthetics, really. Doesn't add anything. Curious. Curious, curious. Alright, let's go to XY. XY. Simple, simple. This was a little longer. We could even give it a dagger. in the middle there. Don't know if I should have done that, but it's a possibility. But didn't leave space for an X. This was supposed to be an X. Oops. Something like that could work. Same idea, but even cleaner. I like it. I've never done this way, I don't think. I do. Ooh. Okay, let's try. I think there's potential there, but I have to. Oh, if I could stop that right there. Wait, this can be one stroke. If I start there, no, if I start here. Wait. Okay, then we just have to get the stem, both the tail and the stem. That's the idea. Yeah, the idea works. Can I think of anything else for Y? One more Y? What if I looped around, went into a direct oval after the Y? Do something like this. I like that so far a lot. Not the best stem, But I like that Y. I like that compound curve going up. This could almost even go, well, it could go sharp into that X, or it could be a compound curve, maybe? Might have to travel too far to the right to do that. Maybe? Try ones on the bottom of this page. And we'll do a new page for our Z. A whole page just for Z? Oh, we won't fill it up. Okay. Messed up the ending. I'd have to plan where this goes so that crossing is a little bit more opportune. But I like that Y. Never gone that way and then looped back around. I have to remember that. I like it. Alright, new sheet of paper. Might try the Y one more time. Maybe. That last one to see if I can do it a little bit better. Where can it go? That strokes doesn't get. Alright, here we go. Got my entry for the Y. This is a little too abrupt. But I can make it only not abrupt if it goes down here, and I feel like that's too low. This would look good with a extra loop in there somewhere, I think maybe. Maybe something like that. Could work, but I don't know if I like where that is. No, I don't like the stop point there. Oh, hey, Skeet, thank you. Yeah, I feel like this is... If I could... And this works because it does parallel that stem. I think the idea works. I think executing it really good is going to be really hard, but I'll give it a shot a couple times. Oh, mid-catch. Wait, I connected to the wrong. I'm supposed to connect to that one. Wait, that works though. I was supposed to connect to that one, right? Or this one. That one I connected to. Oh. Interesting. That totally works. I mean, I think that's technically what I was going for, but I did this one to this one by accident, and I think I really like it. But I totally didn't notice that I connected to that one, similar to what we did earlier. I don't remember what letter, but that happened by accident earlier too. Too close together that time. Oh, and I forgot to do the extra loop. I'm moving on to Z. That's a fun idea. Maybe I'll play with that and do that as a film. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. When we finish this whole series, maybe I gotta go through and pick my favorites and I'll film some of them in slow motion. Like I do my signatures. Just some cool combinations, my favorites in slow motion. That would be fun. and doable. Okay, let's go to Z. Z will work similar to the Q that we did. Like so. Works. We can do, I think, like the same thing we did with that last Y. Oh shoot. That has to actually follow a nicer parallel. I don't like it as much because there's nothing in there. So let's put something in there. Can this come up here and cut through? Thread the Z. And this goes here and makes it to that one? I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't even know if I can remember what I just planned out. Nope. I mean, it works, but nope. Not recognizable enough as an X written that way. When it's inside the Z. So we'll scrap that idea. It's like a weird word. I like that all these ones with the, when I look at these two with these two stems, I see this kind of a cartoon. One of those like little faces looking that way. That's what I see there. I used to draw those a lot when I was a kid. I think of my older sister. My oldest sister used to draw them all the time. I think I called them fuzzies. I used to draw fuzzies. They were just faces. All over the place. I drew them. Okay. Bad stem. Simple. Works. No. That was unnecessary. I didn't have to do that. Wait. I was just kind of messing around there, but I feel like I can maybe make that work and look good. I think it can work. I don't like how droopy this oval is, and it kind of has to be because of where this comes from. There's not enough space. Unless this, I think, will work, but I don't think will look good. But I'm gonna do it anyways, just to get it out of my head. If we go KZ first. And the stem there. I mean, it works. If this was like my signature or something, if I had XZ, if that was my signature, I could see myself doing something like that. Because you could do it all in one quick stroke, technically, if you got used to it. Oh, missed. Wait, maybe that would just look good if I write it fast. I mean, it's not the worst thing. I don't love it, but like I said, if my signature was XZ, I would write that quite often. Too many lines. Going everywhere. That doesn't work. Z. What's that other Z? I never remember how to write it. Like that? Chocolate, yummy. That looks kind of cool. It doesn't have this line is much more angled instead of horizontal, but it also, I guess, come from here. I don't think I've ever actually used that Z other than teaching variations. Death mask. That's funny. I think I'm out of ideas. Unless I can go. Wait, what if I do? Wait, we already... No, I didn't try that before. But I don't like it. I think this has to not be what I connect my X into. So I'm gonna stop making that full-sized shape and make a loop instead.
I woke up again at 5 a.m. Can't get you off my mind. Can't figure out who I am if I can't call you mine. These four walls come caving in. It can't get no.
That's curious. Very interesting. Don't like that droopy thing. That's very interesting. Yeah, I think that's it. That's quite a few random Z variations. That's interesting. It works. I think we're gonna call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the night is young, my back is sore, and I am sleepy. So I am going to end today's new music stream. If you could do me a favor and give this stream or give this video a like, that would be lovely. I'm gonna go through the music and get something a little more chill for next week, but I'm gonna try to change it up more often, like I used to in the very, very beginning. Try to find some, I wanna find a jazz stream. That would be cool. Jazz music that we can play. So we'll change up the vibe every week. But yeah, that concludes Late Night Live number 101. Next week we will be tackling the why. And then, yeah, we just have 2 to go. And then we're finished. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, everybody. Make sure that you are falling in love with the process. And don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.